vote, 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 vote.
Who's next?
Vote, 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 vote. No.
What's up, everybody? What's up? How everybody doing out there? I know I was having a little issues with my camera and all that good stuff, but I'm here. I'm happy to be here. Happy talking to y'all. My lamp broke, so I'm a little dark right now, but I'm dark skinned, so I should be dark, right? Anyway, hopefully the light gets a little better. Can you see me now? Can you see me now? That's way too bright. Never mind. Sorry, I had to kind of move up the show a little bit. So if you're just tuning in now, I did just start the show. So hopefully y'all stay with me. But before I start, I just wanted to say there was actually a video, an interview with Kenneth Walker, who was Breonna Taylor's boyfriend. Of course, they had Gayle King do it and do the interview. And it was just disturbing, like the stuff that you heard, because let me kind of go back for a minute, because somebody had brought up like, oh, I thought you were gonna they thought I was going to talk about a certain situation that went down last week, especially with the death of Jonathan Price. If you haven't heard the story, another innocent black man who was shot and killed. Hey, what's up, Kenny? How you doing? Jonathan Price was another black man who was shot and killed, innocent, and who was innocent. He was actually trying to break up a domestic violence situation, and he ended up being the one that was killed, which is horrible. I do want to talk about that, but I'm going to save that for another day. But I do want to say rest in peace to him, and definitely his family. Hopefully they get justice that they deserve. But back to what I was saying with the Breonna Taylor, with her boyfriend giving the interview. Just like the little clips that they showed of like the video and stuff like that of the body cam. It's just disturbing that anybody has to plead for their life, and I hate that. And I felt like he was put in a situation where he had to plead for his life, and it's just horrible, and it's just sad. And I just wanted to say, we're going to talk about everything black. I feel personally, for me, we don't have to necessarily have just a topic where we talk about black stuff, because I make it a part of my show. So I never feel like I need to make like a quote unquote show about it, because I'm going to bring it up if it happens. You know what I mean? Thank you for asking, Kenny. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Just another day. Today we're going to talk about a little bit of drama going on in the YouTube world. Now, this is not like my, as you would call, like my shtick. This isn't my niche. This isn't my thing that I do. But what was different about this situation was that it got me thinking, like, okay, you have friends that you meet on social media. For example, Kenny, who I met off of social media and I consider a friend. But do you share everything with your friends? Should you put everything out online? Should you be open and honest about everything? And basically the situation, Sharrell's World, she's a popular YouTuber. She has over 200,000 subscribers on her channel, right? Well, it was recently discovered that one of her panel guests that's always on the show is actually her husband. And so it was like this big thing and all this stuff. But honestly, to me, I feel like that wasn't like a big expose, as you would say. Like, if she was married to him, like, why is it anybody's business? Like, who cares? So it got me thinking, like, sometimes you have business transactions when it comes to social media, and then sometimes you have actual friends that you meet. And Kenny, I'm sorry to keep picking on you, but Kenny, I would consider an actual friend. I don't consider her a business transaction. What's up, Miss Purple? Oh, another perfect example of, like, do you share everything on social media? Um, Miss Purple. I don't know Miss Purple's real name, and I don't feel like Miss Purple would have to tell me what her real name is. But I feel that I love her as a person and I want to be friends with her. But I don't know Miss Purple's name, because also with the gossip regarding the YouTuber Sharrell's World, they're all like, oh, Sharrell isn't even her real name. Well, it's social media. Like, do you have to tell what your real name is? My name is not AT2. Now, AT2 is actually just an acronym for my name. Oh, Kenny said, "Hey, Miss Purple." But AT2 is just an acronym for my name, Lavender. Oh, I like that, Miss Purple, Lavender. Okay, okay, I get it. Um, it's all good. I consider you a good friend. Oh, thank you, Kenny. I appreciate that. Um, but who, like, if I'm doing a collaboration with you and it's for YouTube, I don't feel like you have to necessarily tell me all your business and all that. I feel that if I'm your friend and we exchange phone numbers, yes, I do expect you to tell me tell me your real name first of all. That's very important. If you say you're married now, in defense of Sharrell's World, she did say, yes, I am married, and yes, I have kids. She never made it known that she wasn't married. She didn't pretend like she was single or anything like that. So it's not like she was lying about her life or anything like that. She just she didn't tell people that guy on her panel is actually her husband. But let me just play you a little funny clip that I got from them. This basically is just her venting about the situation. And then I'll go ahead and explain a little bit more all the drama and what happened with them. Here we go, y'all.
And you shouldn't be married. Don't tell her you lied to us, bitch. You know it has nothing to do with me being married. It's about you being a low down, corrupted, failed business person. These two have been in the business longer than me and do not have half of my subscribers. You're just bitch.
She's shady, then she'll go on his channel and run, and he basically letting her run his channel. No, John, you need to address this, John. No, John.
You better be glad I don't know who she is. I don't want to know who she is. Monica the T is trash, and I'm going to make sure she's trash. Complete trash, gaslighting bitch. And this is the only way that she could be successful is to, let's go after Sharrell, because her channel sucks. She's boring. And she will never, ever, ever be Sharrell. You could copy me to a T, but you will never be Sharrell. Who does that? Don't you want to be original? She came on my show, seen my format, told me that you're so beautiful. You're like, what is it? I was like, okay, thank you. Now wants to beat me. Fuck you, bitch.
See, y'all.
I'm petty because that had nothing to do with the situation, but that was just her venting. And so she was all like, fuck you, bitch. I just love that. But for those of you who don't know, is my mic still on? You can hear me, right? It says my mic is still on. Okay, perfect. Sharrell is over on the left side, and then Perry is, and they said Perry is actually not his real name. But Perry is the guy on the right, and they're both married. And so basically, how I started discovering them is because I'm a big fan of 90 Day Fiance. That's my show. I get tired of the Love and Hip Hops and all that shit. I don't actually watch that, but 90 Day Fiance. Oh, and 600 Pound Life. I love that too. I love that show. But other than that, 90 Day Fiance is my reality show of choice, my drug of choice. But I felt that I don't think necessarily they had to tell that they were married, but I do feel that if they did develop friendships with the people that I'm going to discuss, and I should have had a picture of them, I do apologize about that. Let me take them off the screen and put me back on. I do feel that, if you're going to present yourself as, you're your own commodity or you're your own business, I think it's very important that when you have friendships or you have like a panel, because her show is basically like mine. All these YouTubers are using StreamYard. I'll take off the veil right now and tell you guys, they're all using StreamYard like me. Now, what they have more than me is that they have all the high-tech stuff. They have people, working, organizing everything. They can pay for all the graphics. And that's why, since I'm struggling, you can cash at me a couple of dollars so I can get all the fancy. Hold on, let me put my cash up down there. Y'all know y'all see that. Y'all can cash me $1 or $2 if you're feeling a little frisky to help me out, But they get all the high-tech stuff. All the people, YouTubers that you see, and they go live with multiple different people, they're all using StreamYard. Nobody does that whole, you set up your camera, and then your friend sets up the camera, and then you have to put the two videos together. Nobody does that. There is something else besides StreamYard that you can use, but most of them are using StreamYard just like me. So if I ask you to be a panel guest on my show, I'm not necessarily thinking that you want to get to know me, you want to know who I am, you want to know all about me. It's none of your business. At the end of the day, it's none of your business if, I am married or I am this, I am that. I'm single as hell. I'm a chronic masturbator. I tell all you guys all my business. So you don't have to worry about me keeping anything. You ain't got to worry about me keeping any secrets or anything like that. But to give you, let me backtrack a little bit. I should have had like a little script, but I just go off the dome and everything like that. What it was is that there's this guy named Johnyates that comes on her show and is a guest panelist. And so I guess he was mad at the Perry guy, who's the bald guy. He was mad and told Sharrell about it. And so somehow he found out that they were married. And so on here, he was like him and his the John guy is gay. Him and his boyfriend had basically exposed that they were actually married. He was like, "Are you guys married?" Asked her on live instead of sending her a text message and asking her off camera. He asked her on camera, like, "Are you guys married?" Like, people were saying that. And it just seemed like a whole plot, because if that's supposed to be your quote unquote friend and they hid something from you, you would ask them off camera. Like, if I had a problem with Kenny, or I had a problem with, or no, not a problem. If I heard a rumor about Miss Purple, if I heard a rumor about Kenny, I'm going to bring it to them. You're not going to see me go on live and then be all like, oh, let me go ahead and get them to come on camera and ask in front of everybody. Like, that's crazy. That's dumb. And it did seem like a plot. And I will say, in defense of the John guy, it did seem that if I had a problem with one of your panelists and they happen to be your significant other, I'm all like, oh shit, I can't trust you, because more than likely you told, couples share things, couples are always going to share something with each other. And then you're going to have a biased opinion. Obviously she's not going to go against her husband or anything like that. So it's going to automatically be a biased opinion. So I totally get why he was upset, but to try to set somebody up, I think that's bullshit, and try to expose it to the world, And and I always say I hate when you guys make these YouTuber, these makeup artists, these TikTok people famous, because I feel like when you give them so much power, you make them the story. And I know it's kind of hypocritical because I'm talking about it right now, but I thought, anything that I do, I make sure that it's related to real life, which brings me to my next topic. I feel like when you get in the realm of celebrity gossip and stuff like that and talking about people, I feel that karma gets you. And let me explain that. Karma gets you because you're talking about people, you're finding out information, you're exposing them for, you're exposing all their business. And then you think that karma's not going to get you where people are going to expose your business. So it's a take and give. If you're going to talk about stories, one day you're going to be the story, and karma just got them. Not that them being married is even like a big deal. It's really not. It's really not a big deal. I think people are just hurt for no reason. And the Monica lady that she was talking about in the clip, her name is Monica. Her channel is like all about the tea or whatever. So she got on there and was like going back and forth with Sharrell on the live, and basically Sharrell was all like, well, you don't even show your face. You know how like people will get on my channel like, well, shit, like last week I thought y'all seen my but I apologize for my other video because I thought y'all were able to see my face, but it was just a black screen. But anyway, that's what it is, or it has like the little emoji thing. The Monica girl, so you can't even see her face, but yet she does celebrity gossip. She talks shit about people. Somebody y'all might be familiar with is Tasha K. Now, no matter how much she lies or talks shit, like at least Tasha K shows her face. Any coward that gets online and just spews a whole bunch of shit and don't show their face is a punk. You a punk. There's no other scenario or story. Now, I'm not saying everybody on social media needs to show their face. There's people who are nice people, who present themselves, who just like watching content and they don't want to get involved in bullshit. But if you're particularly a person who likes just drama and shit like that, and you talk shit, you hide behind a camera, you just hide. You just hiding. You just peeking your head out, just hiding like, oh, what's going on? You hiding. Like, that's not fair. Show your face. Let's see who you are. And some people are like, oh, well, I have a government job and I can't do this or that. No, you talking shit, you need to show your motherfucking face. I think what do y'all think? Like, if you are a shit talker and you talk about people, you should be able to show your face. Am I crazy? I don't think I'm crazy on that one. I especially think that, because we're able to, whatever comes out my mouth, I'm all down for, you guys talking about me or, saying whatever. Luckily, y'all love me out there, but I'm down for all the shit. So if anybody has a problem, they can come on and talk shit to me, be all like, oh, he ugly, he this and that. But I'm showing my face at the end of the day. It's these people with no profile picture that got the most shit and they just want to talk about you like a dog all the time, and I hate that. Just like sometimes there be people in the chat and they don't have a profile picture, but they talking the most shit, and I'm all like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I can't even see your face. And some of them will even tell you like, oh, well, I have a government job or I need to protect my identity, but you don't care about talking shit to me, but you can get on my channel and just hypocritical, Is there? Let me give you another example. Let me give you Deidre. Because Deidre, I love to death. We're actually real friends. Like, we talk on the phone all the time. She'll keep me on the phone for at least about 6 hours. Deidre know this is true. You know, Deidre Dazzling. She know this is true. I'm not making this up. She'll keep me on the phone for about 6 hours at a time. But you know, we have a good conversation. And I knew she was a YouTuber. Whenever Deidre gets on my show, it's not a thing where I'm all like, Deidre, I need you to get on because I need your help to try to blow my channel up. It's generally like a love and respect for each other. And it's all like, okay, I have a topic and I think you'll be good for, you know, can you join the show? Just like with you guys, if there's something that I feel that you guys will be great for, I'll be like, oh, can you come on camera or, you know, use the voice bubble, whatever. It's a genuine respect and a love for each other. I never approached her into being like, I see that you have a whole bunch of subscribers. Let me use you to my advantage. You know, during the quarantine, I've always had a YouTube channel, but during the quarantine, you know, I was trying to really like structure how to do, you know, YouTube and really get back into social media. And she was the one all like, you know what? F the other stuff that's going on. Let's build your channel. You know, I'll help you out, you know, da 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 da. And it's her that is helping me. It's not the other way around where I am trying to use her because I see her subscribers. And that brings me back to with Sharrell World because she's the one that has all the subscribers. Those other people, I'm not saying that they don't. I think they have, you know, they don't have her number, whatever they have. You know, I don't even have 200 subscribers, so I can't really talk. But, you know, it's a benefit to them being on her show more than it is her being on their show, you know, and I feel like she is helping them out in a way. Did I put your comment up here, Ms. Purple? Let's give a shout out to Deidre real quick. Deidre Dazzling, which Dazzling is not her last name, but I'm not mad that I do know her last name. But people aren't mad that they don't know Deidre's last name. You know what I mean? It's so hard to word and type out what I want to say. Oh. Well, Kenny, if you want, let me put the link. Use the voice bubble. You don't have to you know, whatchamacallit, come on camera. You know, you can use the voice bubble. And Kenny does look like Kenny in real life. You know, because I know Kenny hasn't came on camera, but she will in December, and I'll talk to you about my birthday a little bit later. But you know, if it wasn't for Deidre, I would have never met you. Yes, I know, and that's why I appreciate and love Deidre. And that's how I met a few of you, actually. Yeah, she is great. What's up, Debbie? How you doing? Oh, I love Debbie. Debbie is so cool. It's funny because Debbie is actually married, but she's always like showed me like so much love. She would call me her boyfriend and stuff like that. I love you, Debbie. I hope you're doing well. But I feel that oh shit, what was I talking about? I was wrapping this into like you know, I never ever use Deidre to try to get ahead or anything like that. It's a genuine love and respect, and she reached out and wanted to help me. And I think it's important to regulate if you're actually friends in real life or this is just a business transaction. And that's kind of like my whole theme of today, whether you guys are like actual friends or this is a business. You have to decipher because you can't be friends with everybody. Let me tell you that. Because I am a smaller channel, I can develop friendships with people and it's easy. But if I had over 200,000 or 1 million subscribers, I wouldn't be friends with everybody. That would just be a business transaction, you know, if I ever needed to use someone, you know. And I would make that clear. I think it's very important. Let me give you another example. I don't know if how many of you have seen the docu-series that I did, Calwood. Shout out to Calwood. Let me just go real quickly about that situation. Hold on, let me take a drink. You know I get thirsty. So Calwood, we were friends. We met through social media and stuff like that. there's a situation that went down where he didn't like something that I did. He felt like I was trying to play him. And then he just kind of went off, talked about a few things that I was insecure about. And after that, we just kind of bumped heads and we never were friends. And he did some shady stuff to a few people. And so that kind of inspired the docuseries and stuff like that. But I felt that it wasn't necessary. I don't regret doing the docuseries or anything like that. I actually stopped doing it after the death of Kobe Bryant because I felt like it was just bad timing at the time. And then I never picked it back up because I felt like, I need to find it in myself to let bygones be bygones. Whatever happened in the past. It's done with. I don't want to keep like reiterating it. And I felt that with Calwood, I felt like we were actually friends, but I think with him, he's seen it more as a business transaction. And I should have been like, oh, when we do collaborations, is it more like I'm a friend and so I'm trying to help you out, or you're somebody I met on social media and you're a person that I do collaborations with, but we're not friends, it's a very tough situation. And because I'm one of those kind of people that I really do like, and I really do. What's up, Tiff? What's up, Tiff? I'm glad you joined the show. Thank you. But with situations where it comes to social media, it's like, are we friends or do we just do collaborations at time? And it gets tricky. It really does. And like I said, I'm one of those people that always lead with my heart. Ugh, I hate this. I always lead with my heart. And so I get involved with people and I really do want to be friends with them instead of looking at them like, oh, we're just social media friends. I want to be friends with them. And it could be a detriment to myself, or maybe maybe I need to hustle and think of people as business transactions more. But let me get Kenny on the line. Oh, hold on. Let me What's up, Kenny?
Hey.
How's it going?
Okay. It's going, out here. Just out here.
Just out here trying to live your best life, We all just trying to survive.
I'm trying to get like you did because I just see you're out here just traveling.
I know I was out there traveling. Hopefully, I didn't contract the Rona. There was a lot of people in Vegas. Let me tell you. Whew.
Wear the mask.
Yes, I was wearing my mask, being careful. Trying to do my best. But it's hard to avoid big crowds and stuff like that. But for the most part, we try to stay safe.
That's good.
Yeah, but what did you want to get on camera and tell the people?
Okay, so because your whole topic is social media and like personal business. So I was like thinking about it because I seen you posted on Facebook. So I was thinking about it all day. And I looked at the girl, the Sharrell, Siobhan, whatever her name is. I just feel like with social media, like, okay, so what you put out, your followers, your subscribers are going to see. So I don't understand why, people have such a big issue when people articulate these opinions about their personal life when they're the ones who are out there, showing whatever they got going on whatever they're doing on their platforms. It's like you have no room to talk. Like no one told you to hit upload and record on the damn camera.
Right. That's true. Oh, hold on. Tiff
That's
said
a perfect
something.
example. Like YouTubers.
Tiff said, I'm mad at Kenny and you. Y'all ain't tell me. I can smack y'all. No, Tiff, you gotta put on the notifications. You gotta put the notifications on when you hit the bell, and then put all, so then you get the notifications. But it should give you like updates throughout the day when I go live. Sometimes it don't, but but we love you too.
Instead, you post on your story.
But Tiff is busy and stuff like that. But we love you though. But yeah, I agree. Like what you upload is what you give out to the people. It's your choice on what you want to show.
Right.
And and I feel. Oh, what was that?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, and I feel agreeing. That it's also like if I wanted to develop a friendship, I would put that out there like, oh, let's talk a little bit more or something like that. But if I just ask you to be a guest or a panelist on my show, you shouldn't automatically assume that we're like best friends or something like that. I think that that's a little bit too much, especially if you're a YouTuber and you guys met through watching each other's stuff. I think that you shouldn't assume automatically you guys are friends,
Well, some people are just people. I don't know. It's just, I can't stand when people get mad over like stuff they do. It's like, you can't get mad and then turn around and be like, well, y'all don't need to know. Da, 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 da. It's just like, bitch, you put it out there. The fuck?
Right. And it's funny because like I feel in a way, and I hate to say that I'm choosing a side, but I feel like with the Sharrell person, like I feel that on social media we all come up with like screen names, so whether her name is really Sharrell or not doesn't matter. Right. Like my name is not AT2. Like I don't sign that on my birth certificate. Now, for those of you who don't know, AT2 stands for Andre Turner II. But I feel like I don't feel that if I want to go by Sugar Daddy 69, then you call me Sugar Daddy 69.
Oh hell no.
And Kenny, your name is Kenny, and that doesn't even have to be your real name, but it's your name. Who cares if that's not your name or not?
Right.
Oh, and I forgot to mention something too.
Janae.
Regarding the drama, they also looked up her home where she lived. They also checked out her real name. They said that she's not who she really is and all this other stuff. And it just really seemed that they were digging into her personal life as far like, why would you look up where somebody's name is, like what their real name and like their home? Like I've never Googled where you live, Kitty. I never Googled where Alexis lives. What's up, Alexis? Thank you for joining. Oh, she mad. I told y'all gotta put on your notifications, damn it. But I feel that we're either friends in real life or this is a business transaction and you gotta be upfront with it,
Right.
Who is this person?
That's Janae.
Oh! What's up, Janae? I gotta subscribe to your channel too. But I feel that okay, you looked up where her home is, you looked up where she lives and stuff like that. That's taking it too far. Like, okay, you're mad that she didn't tell you that she was married to the guy that comes on her show. Who cares?
She didn't have to tell you is the thing. It's like, if you're that upset, why are you even still subscribed?
Right. If you're that upset. And like it's funny because all her subscribers and stuff in the chat, they were saying like, oh, I'm so happy that you guys are married,
Right.
Thank you. I'm proud to be graced by your presence, Alexis. But yeah, I feel that once it, okay, so you asked me if I'm married or not. I tell you, what next do you want from me? Do you feel like I'm lying about everything? Like, I'm not actually lying. It's just that my private life is my private life, and unlike me, these people are getting paid because they have the big channels. So I definitely see why you have to keep a private life. Me, I only have like 140 subscribers, so I I can be more personable with people. That's what I was trying to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But sometimes people don't want to be personal on here. They don't want their, business floating around out here on this crazy ass social space because people are wild. Like, if they're looking up where she lives, that's just doing the most.
Yeah. Like, because my thing is, like, if you never knew her real name, if you didn't know who she was, she was really married and all that stuff, like, how did you find all that information? This is why you have to be so private, because people will look you up. The perfect example why she didn't tell you, I'm going to go ahead and play you guys the clip that just joined on the show. Thank you for joining in. I'm going to play it right now.
And you shouldn't be married. Don't tell her you lied to us, bitch. You know it has nothing to do with me being married. It's about you being a low down, corrupted, failed business person. These two have been in the business longer than me and do not have half of my subscribers. You're just bitch.
She's shady, then she'll go on his channel and run, and he basically letting her run his channel. No, John. You need to address this, John. No, John.
You better be glad I don't know who she is. I don't want to know who she is. Monica the T is trash, and I'm going to make sure she's trash. Complete trash, gaslighting bitch. And this is the only way that she could be successful is to, let's go after Sharrell because her channel sucks. She's boring. And she will never, ever, ever be Sharrell. You could copy me to a T, but you will never be Sharrell. Who does that? Don't you want to be original? She came on my show, seen my format, told me that you're so beautiful. You're like, what is it? I was like, okay, thank you. Now wants to be me. Fuck you, bitch.
See, y'all.
Okay, I think we got a guest joining the show. Right.
She said she's trying to be me.
Right, she's trying to be me. You heard that? That shit was hella funny. Let me get Tiff on the line. Hold on. Tiff, how you doing?
It's been May.
Thank you for gracing us with your presence. I do appreciate that.
Oh, Lord have mercy. I just want to understand what's going on. Who is all these bitches and hoes and stuff?
Okay, let me go ahead. Right. Let me go ahead and explain it. So basically what happened, I started following Sharrell's World because I'm a big fan of 90 Day Fiance, and she does like a lot of commentary on it or whatever, right? Okay. So she has guest panelists on her show and stuff like that. She used StreamYard just like I do. You get somebody on and all that good stuff, right? So what ended up happening was that one of the panelists that were on her show, they had a disagreement with this guy named Perry. Now, I guess what they didn't know was that the guy Perry is Sharrell's husband, but he comes on like a panelist like you would come on. And so I guess on a live, instead of asking them privately, like they went on live and then somebody had asked like, oh, are you guys married? And she was all like, yeah, we're married. And so they made a big deal about how she's not who she really is and stuff like that and trying to expose her. Mind you, she has more followers than all these people. So it seemed like it was more of an attack than I felt like then they felt that they were actually hurt or bothered. So my this whole thing that I was thinking of was like, well, there's some people you have a business transaction with, and then there's other people who are your actual friends. Like I consider like you guys like my actual friends, but I feel that if if we're particularly doing business with each other, where you come on my show, they talk about, you know, whatever reality show or celebrity gossip and stuff like that. To me, that's
Yeah.
a business transaction. You guys aren't talking on the phone every day about life and, you know, what's going on with your family and stuff like that. So what is your kind of opinion about it?
See, social media is a tricky place to navigate
Mm-hmm.
because you never really know who's real and who's giving you their honest, genuine, opinion. I try to be the same across the board with everybody. That
Right.
way you can't never come back and say, "Oh, Tiffany wasn't being real with me. She didn't tell me the truth," or "I don't really know who she is." When you see me on my social media, I'm the same when I'm talking to y'all, and I'm the same when I'm on my YouTube. I don't change. So that's the only way that you really can gauge it is you have to go person by person. In this case, anything on social media that you lie about, people are going to use to attack you because they're going to try to tear you down. So instead of her bringing him on as just a panelist, me personally, she should have told everybody who he was. She said, "We your friends, but don't tell us when you go live on Facebook."
I'm sorry.
I don't lie. I called the scoop ball head in the chat because I was mad. Because I said, "He better not." And don't
See
call
how
me
my
big or
friends do me?
I'm like, I'm hurt.
I still love y'all though, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
You have to you just have to use a little bit of discernment. So when you dealing with people on a business level, like when I started, my social media grew very slow, but it got bigger the moment that Ronda Rousey came involved, and I'm stagnant now at this number of people, which I'm fine with. I don't give a shit. I'm cool with being I'm cool with being at
Right.
my little 3,000. That keep me calm and sane. I ain't got to fight nobody. I don't have to hire nobody or nothing. I'm all right,
Right,
right?
because you can fight.
Right. So I'm cool with that. It's just you have to. I remember when I first started and things started to get a little crazy, I would get messages to come on people's shows. I got asked to do a couple shows, and because you're doing like TV and you're on other people's YouTubes, you have
Mhm.
to you have to navigate the entertainment world by yourself. So
Right.
there you had people using your likeness. If you don't have no contract, they could do what they want. If you don't have a conversation with them about what you want to share, what you don't want to share, they could do what they want to do on their YouTube. You gotta have contracts, you gotta have a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit that come into using social media, especially when you're doing it on other people's channels and moving and shaking like that. It's very, very hard. She said, "Plug the podcast."
Yo, I ain't mad at Alexis. Go ahead and plug it, Tiff, after you
We got
done.
a podcast. If you like wrestling and you want to hear four women hollering and screaming about wrestling, then you can come listen to us on Down for the Count. Okay, we got Down for the Count 19 for the Twitter. They be handling that. They be acting a damn fool on Twitter. Go follow them on Twitter. They be cutting up. Go handle that. You could always listen to us on Spotify or Anchor. Did I do it, Alexis? Am I free now? Am I free of my shameless plug? Am I free?
Yeah, you good. I think you got it all the point.
We go. She's stupid. Anyway, it's just about how you deal with people on a personal level. So you wear your heart on your sleeve, which is fine because that's just who
Mhm.
you are. And I don't think changing who you are is the key. It's how you show people who you are. So when you approach
Right.
people, you especially on social media, because behind the scenes, everybody seems nice. Or behind a computer and a phone and a tablet, everybody seemed nice, everybody seemed cool. But when business is involved and money can be made, people turn into absolute monsters. Okay,
Right.
so
And
you
I feel like when money is involved, that's when you need to have a contract. Oh, and I forgot to mention something like Sharrell, who you see at the bottom of the screen. She felt that that people would come on her show and cuss on purpose so she wouldn't be able to monetize her video. Basically, like sabotage. Like if you know that my video is monetized, which mine is not, so we can say whatever we want to. But if you know that my video is monetized, you over here like, bitch this, hoe that, bitch this, hoe that. Like, it's all like, what are you doing? Like, stop it. You know, why even have those people on your show to begin with if they're trying to F with your money, you know?
See, this is the thing. It's YouTube, and YouTube especially is a weird place.
Yes.
When I started YouTube, that was back in 2008. Okay. I've been on YouTube over 10 years. So for me, I watched YouTube transition from a place where people just came to post videos, whether they was weird or or just hear information or
Right.
I mean viral stuff. Like they would just post videos, and it was just a place. It was a community.
Can't even do that no more.
No, because everybody, because they know YouTube makes money. Now you got advertising involved. Now you have a whole conglomerate behind the machine that will push, you know, people who have the bigger channels, like a James Charles, like Jeffree Star, like what is his name? What's the other dude name with the big YouTube channel, babe? He's a gamer. What is his name? PewDiePie? Is it PewDiePie?
I've heard of that name, but I don't know who that is.
He's a gamer. He's got one of the biggest YouTube channels in the world. Him and it's a bunch of people. And they don't care what you post. They don't care what they post or how problematic they are. They can do whatever they want. But if you a smaller YouTuber with less than 100,000 subscribers, or less than 1 million rather, they dox you, they demonetize your video the moment they get the chance to. And it's people trying to make a living off of YouTube. That was never my goal with YouTube. If I could make a living off of YouTube, cool. But I like being able to go on YouTube, make the videos, and interact with other people. That was what I like doing.
Interactions.
That's what I like doing. But in this life, or rather in this day and age, when it comes to social media, first of all, you just gotta have thicker skin. Number one.
Yes,
number two,
you
do. You have to learn how to weed out the people who just use you to have a quick collab. PewDiePie is a gamer. Markiplier is way better. You fucking stupid. Yeah, he has a big gamer channel, but he's problematic. He's used the N-word before. I know that PewDiePie has done it. I've heard him say it. So my thing is if you're going to utilize social media as a means of building a brand and starting to move forward from there, you have to learn how to circumvent these shark-filled waters is the best way to explain it.
Right.
So it's not this lady right here, like with 90 Day Fiance, and she's got her live stream she does or whatever she's doing. She's got to learn how to weed out the people who are only there to be there for her detriment. You got to learn how to control the narrative. You know what I'm saying? She said her internet.
Right.
Dumb fuck.
Her internet.
Her internet.
Yeah, the internet was not working. That's why it dropped. But no, Tiff, you are right. Like, you have to be a better judge of character. And it's tough. It's tough saying, like, oh, you need to be able to weed out because you really don't know. You know, how many times I know for myself, like, how many times have we got involved with people and it's all like, wait, you ain't even who you really are. You told me this, but you ain't really this. You really a character.
No, I'll tell the truth. Ain't no shame in my fucking game. I'll tell everything. I will tell it all. When I started doing myself on Instagram, there was an account, and the account, we was all trying to be friends. Everybody was trying to be friends together. We wasn't trying to be no mob where we attack other people or cause no drama. We just bonded over wrestling. All of us came from different different walks of life over wrestling. This particular account liked to cause other drama. See,
A lot of it.
the problem with that was not that I did not know, because there were warning signs that I ignored. And that's
Mm-hmm.
on me, because I ignored them. And I'm just like, okay, maybe it's not true. My husband can attest to it. There were many days where shit would happen while we was in the group chat or just on live. And I'm like, babe, I don't think this account real. I think somebody trying to mess with me. And he like,
Right.
well, we don't know. I guess we just have to wait and see. I'm like, okay, well, I'll wait and see. I'll wait it out. Time go by. Then you start to get a little bit more comfortable, a little bit reassured. Everybody else we was all in there together, but I was not the only one who thought that way. All of us did. We just didn't say anything. So if you know, or if you have an inkling, you have a clue. Everything that happens to us, if you don't believe in God or if you believe in the universe, it's always a telltale sign somewhere. Somebody's trying to tell you something. So you have to start listening to your intuition. You have to start following your discernment. It exists. It's real. Discernment is a real tool. We all
I
have it.
believe it.
We all have it, and you have to use it. So it's not necessarily that you don't know, because you will get signs that something ain't right. It's
Right.
yes, I'm talking about that.
Yes. But you know
So
what? What the thing is that sometimes, like, I mean, because like you said, like, we knew it wasn't real. Like, I feel like we knew in our heart, but because this person had moments where they would get personal with us and like
correct.
talk to us about certain things, we kind of felt like, okay, we know this person probably not who they are, but because they're cool with me, that I can look past it, and maybe one day they'll tell me who they really are. You know what I mean? I
Right.
felt like it was kind of that situation.
But then you see what the problem with that was. I did not follow my first instincts, which would have stopped a lot of drama from happening. So you had people going after people, and then they run into me, and they not telling me the whole story. They giving me half of it, and they
Hmm.
involving me in stuff, and I don't even know what's going on. I have no clue. I'm not a part of the drama. I'm not a part of what's going on, but I'm being associated by it. I'm guilty by association. You feel me? And
Right.
it's wrong. It just wasn't. It was wrong. So I can't, in this day and age. I'm close to y'all. Y'all know y'all family. I don't have no issues with y'all, and but there are only certain people I'm gonna let get close enough to be around me. That's a privilege that you have to earn. So that was my lesson I had to learn. Not everybody has the right to be in my space, whether it's on Instagram or in my personal life, period. You ain't paid your rent yet. So you can't come in my house. I don't know no other
Yeah.
way to explain it. So if
Rents due.
you can't respect my space, you know what I'm saying? You gotta respect my space. You just have to respect my space.
Right. It does it doesn't make you cut off everybody. It doesn't make you jaded like that, but it does make you think like, I'm just going to be more careful. You don't have to say like, oh, everybody's dirty, everybody's this, everybody's that. It's just that you have to be all like, okay, I'm just gonna be more careful who I give my time to and who I actually have a conversation with and who I share things with.
Exactly. And when you're doing social media stuff, a good piece of advice for how you handle your social media is this. You have to gauge where you want the relationship to go with this person that you might be collabing with. Understand that when you're on Instagram or YouTube or any other social media, 90% of the time, nobody's trying to actually be your friend. And that's real talk. They're only trying to advance as far as they feel you will take them. So if that's the case, then that way, if you know where they coming from, then you don't have to worry about getting hurt. All you gotta do is just be like, all right, fam, I know where you coming from. If that's where you want it to be, then when we get done with the transaction, okay, thank you for the time, and then you move on. There ain't nothing else. Ain't no other way to do it.
Yeah, I agree. And I feel that there's sometimes where I want to maybe develop a friendship with people and I kind of hold back a little bit. I'll be like, Andre, I learned that I have to let people come to me and not me go to them. Because if I go to them, I feel that they'll know like, oh, okay, well, I can definitely use him because he's asking me for things. He needs my help. He needs this or that. So
That's
I wait
true.
for them to come to me, and then that way the ball is always in my court.
That's true. I agree 100%. If you know that you are a person who is soft hearted and it don't take much to pull on your heartstrings, then
Hmm.
that is whatever you have to do to protect yourself, that's what you do. I don't see it as a weakness. A lot of people see it as a weakness when they say, oh, well, you wear your heart on your sleeve. No, it means that we can visibly see you're a genuinely good person. That's not a bad thing. That's a very good trait, especially in this day and age. So I
Right,
don't see nothing wrong with it. If I was you, I wouldn't change. I wouldn't change how I operate. Only thing I would do is change how I would interact with other people. They would not have they have to earn the right to be in your space. That's
right.
it.
And I'm
And,
doing
and even
background
in
checks
your
from
work,
now on.
even in your work, like I mean, if you I didn't know you was going live once a week. If I had known, I would have had my ass in here. But now that I
Okay, well
know,
now I will make it a thing
I can help.
to let you know. I promise. Oh, but while we
I was
on
like,
that
I can't
subject,
believe Kenny. I can't believe you.
you all like Kenny done left the chat, didn't let me know where she was going, and just left me high
No,
and dry.
these helpers said we were supposed to have the Zoom today, okay? Because
Hmm.
everybody had like semi shitty days. So I was like, well, we haven't did Zoom in a while. We can do the Zoom. Kenny like, well, I'm going to Andre's live today at 9:30, so I ain't gonna be able to be in the Zoom. I said, who the fuck is Andre? And where you going? Why are you going to this, Kenny? You ain't coming in here with us. What is wrong with you? Oh,
Oh
come
no,
her ass
Kenny
out.
busted me out. That's
Oh
hella
my
funny.
bald-headed ass ain't got no damn live going, and he didn't call me and tell me. I
All
said, I'm
right.
cussing this out.
Well, why I have your attention and everybody else's attention out there? My birthday is coming up December 19th, but we might do it on the 18th. But I want to do a live birthday show. So it's AT2's Dirty 2 because I'm turning 32. Dirty 2 birthday live show. And
Ain't nothing wrong.
basically, I am looking for nine. We have six, but I'm looking for nine guests, and we're going to play Never Have I Ever, and the
Oh
theme
shit.
is grown and sexy.
Oh
So
Lord have mercy.
it's gonna be fun. So
I'll be
first
there.
up, we have. Oh, you in?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Well, there we go. Okay, so first up, who we have is B. Then we have the homie Fame Black. Then we got Deidre Dazzlin. We got Kenny herself joining. Then we
Ooh.
got Katrina. That's it. And then we have Christine joining us. And then now, just added on, we got Tiff. So we all good. Well, we still need two more people.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll do it. That's gonna be a mix.
Cool. It's going.
That's
We're
gonna be
gonna
a
try to keep
mix.
it under 3 hours too.
Oh child, you're gonna try real hard. That's gonna
Right. Yo, but
Your
that is
birthday
funny because
is
that
7
live,
days after mine. My birthday is
yeah,
December 12th.
yeah, because you're December 12th. Yep. Yeah, so we're close, We're both Team Sagittarius,
Facts.
the best sign ever.
Facts.
But
Said 32.
dirty too, yeah. Something fun to do, something different compared to everybody else's. So,
Alexa
oh
said,
wait, Alexis,
hello, I'm right
Alexis says
here.
she's in. Okay, well shit. Now we only need one more. We got Alexis. She in. Boom.
What day is that? The 19th? Hold on, let me see.
So I'm thinking about doing it on the 18th, which is Friday. The 19th is Saturday, which is my actual birthday. So either two. Once I get everybody, I'll get together with you guys and see if the 18th or the 19th is the best for you guys, because I don't plan on doing anything for my birthday. People don't want to go. Well, there's nowhere to go except like the casino. I ain't got no money, so I mean, shit.
I feel you.
Yeah, so we're gonna do this
We all
virtual
broke.
party, and that's it.
That's fine by me. I mean,
Okay,
whenever you get it straight and you say the time, I'll be there. And hopefully
cool.
Alexis will be able to be there. Talk to
Janae said,
Nicole if you have it on
"Fuck
the right
baggy
day.
Tyrius."
What the hell?
Wow, Janae, what are
She said,
you?
I'm surprised you told us. Ooh.
Okay,
Is
now
that
y'all
what she
going
was
in
doing?
on me.
Ooh, she hateful.
Well, to wrap
She
things
is
up,
hateful.
right? To wrap things up, Tiff, like, what advice would you give people when it comes to talking to people on social media and how to like gauge, how to trust people,
Um, if you're gonna do it, then you're gonna have to be prepared to weed out some people who aren't don't have your best interest at heart. You need to have thick skin. Being on social media, period, especially posting videos and pictures and anything where it involves you speaking or being seen, you're going to have to learn how to have thicker skin. You can't be on social media and be a basket case. It's not going to work because people don't
Mm-hmm.
care about you. The reality of it, and the only way I can get it out is to say it as plain as possible. People don't give a fuck about how you feel or what you're mentally going through at the time. They don't care and they don't know. All they know is they seen a tweet or they seen a post they don't like, and they have the right to say whatever they want to say to you. And sometimes they will do it as vicious as they can. So you have to have thicker skin, and you need to be very, very smart and savvy about what you post and how you are perceived on social media. Now I'm not
Right.
saying you can't go out there and twerk and put your ass cheeks on live for $1,000 if that's what you want to do. Ain't
Put your
nobody
links
saying you
online. I'll
can't.
give you $1,000.
Right. Ain't nobody saying. I ain't saying you can't do that because to each his own. Okay, you live your best life. I'm just saying, understand that not everybody's going to be okay with that. So you can't force people to be okay with the decisions that you make. You have to be okay with those decisions. You have to be okay with the post. You have to be okay with the ramifications of it because not all of us are built the same way. Some of us come from different backgrounds, whether it be abusive, religious, healthy, whatever. All of us have different ways of coping. If we see something we don't like, they're going to voice their opinion. So, especially in this day and age, everybody on social media is a right fighter. Everybody wants to attack, attack, attack. Nothing is good enough. Everything has to be, weeded out and perfected and sculpted so it look nice and pretty on the surface, but it's ugly and rotten on the bottom underneath. And it's just now at this point, the way I operate, if I see somebody doing some shit I don't like, especially if it's disgusting behavior, I just don't fuck with you. I don't follow you. I'm not buying your shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to have nothing to do with you. That's just how I operate. I don't have to go on social media talking shit about you unless you do something stupid like Donald Trump. But I'm not, I'm not going to do that. If you're going to be a social media influencer or a brand ambassador or something like that, you're going to have to develop thick skin and you got to be very savvy about how you post and what you post You need to have time frames set up for yourself so you get
Right.
yourself on a schedule. It needs to be a job for you. It needs to be a job. But dealing with people, man, really, the only way you're gonna learn how to do that is you gotta understand the waters you put yourself in. Social media is a facade. It's all about what you look like and how great your posts are. So if
Right.
you go to the dealership and go sit on $100,000 car and take the picture, got my new ride today, and you get 100,000 likes, everybody think that ride is real, but that's a facade. It's fake. That's not your car. You just went to the dealership looking at it, bro. You see what I'm saying? It's a
Right.
structured content. All you gotta do is be as real as possible with your shit. And if you are you at your core, and you is marketable, if you're marketable for Pepsi and Subway and everywhere else, that stuff will come when it comes. Just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep
Right.
going.
I
feel like
totally agree with you. I would just like to say, like, go ahead and lead with your heart. I don't think it's a bad thing. I just think that, there's situations that you're going to get in. It's just going to happen. We're always, because we're on social media, we're always going to end up in these messed up situations. But just
Fact.
you will find genuine people, and when you find those genuine people, those need to be your core. So just remember that you have your core people that you rock with, and everybody else that comes in, you just have to make sure that you just stick with your core. But still, you can be polite. You can still, talk to people, but just be careful out there. And you got to have thick skin, like you said. So I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for y'all gonna hate me when I say it, but I'm all for a good bullying because you can bully me all day long. You can bully me all day long. All that means is that I'm living rent free in your head, and I ain't had to pay for it. Like, yeah, I just got up in there for free. That's your
Right.
fault.
Hey,
Like, I
that's
ain't
free
do anything.
promo. I love when people
Right.
talk shit about me. That's
You
free
know, go on
promo.
your page and cuss me out and tag me in the cuss out. Cool. A couple of your people jump ship, come to me. That's all right there. I'm all right with that. Live your best life, man. But I'm just
Right. Tiff is with the shit too.
don't
So definitely, she ready.
just don't come at me with no bullshit. Then I have to go up in your shit. But I don't want to do that. I try to keep it, I try to stay safe. I
Right.
try. But they be snatching. I have to take my religion out for a little bit sometimes. Just sometimes.
well, well, Tiff, before we end, go ahead and do the shameless plug again.
Oh Lord have mercy. Well, I had to put my podcast voice on. Hold on. Okay, so if you want to follow us on at Down for the Count 19, that's our Twitter. At D4TC _ podcast is our Instagram. You can always follow me at Psychosign TV2 on Instagram. I don't post about nothing but wrestling. Every now and then you might see some racial stuff because that pissed me off, so I post about it.
Right.
I have a makeup page. Y'all will find that because I'm on here. Y'all see my name on here? That's the YouTube. Just click that and you'll find that. Whatever y'all want to do it. Just make sure if you're gonna be a social media influencer, just have thick skin, be smart about what you're doing, and be smart about who you keep yourself around. Make sure you keep yourself surrounded by people who are like-minded, but more so people who are grounded and are going to keep you grounded. You don't want people around you who are yes people, who are just like, yeah, do that. Because they're just trying to get what they can out of you. You want some people who gonna, bust you down back because you the project kid, like me and you was in the projects together. I know you're not gonna talk about. You need somebody like that on your team.
Right.
Somebody who will push you out. When you get a little too big for your britches. Just like
Somebody gotta
said,
keep you down.
have a core. You can have a core. Your core can be your family. It could be some people for sure that you rock with heavy. It all depends on you as a person and what you need. Just make sure you stay grounded, stay yourself, always first and foremost be yourself, and don't change to fit the narrative of what social media says is popular. And that's all.
Right. Ooh, I love that. That's damn, that was deep right there. I love that last line.
So
And
you
I
felt
know
that
that
in
was
your
like straight
spirit.
from the heart, and that was real too. That's the thing about it.
See, that's when my religion is stay like that. But when people be taking me out my element, then then the devil have to use me then, and then I have to, I'll be having to snap people necks and shit. But I'm all right now. I'm all right. I'm where I'm
Well,
supposed to be at. I'm focused.
well, Tiff, even though I didn't warn you or tell you about it, I'm glad that you did come on the show, and I love you. And are we zooming or no?
Yeah, I'll turn the Zoom back on, but shoot, I'm broke. That thing cut off after 40 minutes.
Oh,
She gone.
oh yeah,
40
it does
minutes.
cut off, huh?
40 minutes. She's like, bitch, you need to go pay your bill or
Damn, it does cut off on you, huh?
I was talking. What happened? Kenny busted me. She's like, it say it's a trial. I'm like, well, god damn, Kenny, you could have just you could have just said Tiff will be back. You didn't have to put my business out there.
Right, you didn't have to let people know. Oh shit. Oh, I do want to tell you guys something important. Make sure that you guys are registered to vote. I had to check mine today. The reason why I didn't get my mail-in ballot is because I was not registered. So make sure you guys get out there, register to vote.
Babe, I'm telling you,
You got to remember that there's so many things that you vote on besides just the president. Please get out there and vote, you guys.
The judges are up for re-election. The Senate is up for re-election. You need to vote in all boxes. Don't just vote for the president and then close out your ballot and leave. Vote. You need to vote for everything.
Right. Exactly. That's why I made this video. Hold on.
Vote, vote, vote.
You gotta hold it.
Vote, 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 vote. Who's next? Vote, 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 vote. No, 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 no.
Yo, thank you, Tiff, for joining the show. Thank you guys for watching. I love all of y'all. Thank you for rocking with AT2. Man, make sure y'all like, subscribe. Make sure y'all check out Down for the Count, the podcast. They're on Twitter, Instagram. You can check out the podcast on Anchor, Spotify. And hey, they might even start a live show just like me. So you never know. Right, Tiff?
Maybe.
All right, y'all. Deuces. I'm going to hit y'all with the outro.